The Okumura arc can go into how one thing can lead to a disaster in the long run. Here's some context and spoilers for Persona 5 The Royal. With Futaba being our new navigator, Morgana gets jealous of her and angry during a discussion who to target next, because his bitch ass didn't want to wait for a unanimous decision, calls Ryuji a monkey and leaves to infiltrate the palace himself.
At the very least, I'm more admirable than some carnal blonde monkey.
He fucking blows though, despite the fact that he had Dairahan, you stupid bitch. He gets Haru involved and she gets her persona off screen. The Phantom Thieves worried about him, unfortunately, chased him down to the palace and mementos, which most of it is just filler. After a quarrel, Haru's fiancé tells her father Okumura about it. Okumura proposed on the 11th of October that she will be staying with him. Meaning that now the Phantom Thieves have to change Okumura's heart. Once Morgana and Haru join the team, we explore the palace a bit more, and cognitive Okumura appears and his design is interesting. Okumura tells her fiancé that he can basically do whatever he wants to Haru, and Haru finally stands up for herself, which truly awakens her persona, Milady. I have a problem with this, mostly because the cutscene doesn't feel earned. With the other Phantom Thieves awakenings, it felt there was a build-up to them starting to see the rebellious side, the side that they won't listen to whatever people tell them to do, to be free from unjust rules placed upon them. But since Haru had her persona already, it meant that she already made a choice. I know it's her father, which causes some hesitation, but if you have a persona, it means that you have a strong conviction to said belief. It felt like an arbitrary rule that all the Phantom Thieves had to had a cutscene. It sucks for Haru since she's a greater representation of having a mask on more than the other Phantom Thieves, one where she's kind-hearted and another where she's more sadistic, as seen from her dialogue for mementos and her choices of weapons. Anyways, after stealing his heart, and don't worry, I'll get to that boss fight, they celebrate at totally not bootleg Disneyland and look at Okumura's press conference, and he gets a psychotic breakdown in front of everyone, which makes the Phantom Thieves go into a panic. Now being backed into a corner, they have to steal another treasure to help them clear their name. The problem comes with how they blame themselves for what happened to them, being too caught up in being the famous Phantom Thieves, only targeting Okumura because he was the most requested person on the fan site. When it was Morgana's fault because his stupid fucking retarded yapper didn't stay put and let us make a decision on who we should target next and left on his own and indirectly puts Haru in danger, you stupid retarded bitch! So yeah, it doesn't work because it wasn't really the fault of the other Phantom Thieves and just Morgana's because he wouldn't listen. Fucking hell, I hate this cat. He's the worst animal companion. And Teddy fucking exists. At least with Teddy, it's just that he's fucking annoying.
The boss fight in this arc made me go crazy. But before that, we need to explain a few mechanics. The knockdown mechanic and the baton pass. Whenever you hit an enemy with a weakness or critical, they'll get knocked down. When all enemies are knocked down, you can do an all-out attack, dealing major damage to the enemies. If one enemy is knocked, you will be given a one more, where you can either attack the enemy again or baton pass to a party member. A baton pass will allow you to pass your one more to another party member, having it do more damage depending on how much you can pass it down to your teammates. Now we can get into the boss fight. Okumura's gimmick is sending his workers to fight for him. You can knock all the servants down, but you can't do an all-out attack, handicapping you just a tiny bit, giving you a clear idea on what this boss fight is about. The baton pass. Each wave gets progressively more difficult than the last. There are 4 of his workers for each wave, mostly. In theory, you could baton pass to everyone in your team if the waves have different weaknesses. Each party member has one magic element they can learn. For example, Ryuji's magic element is electric, so he only learns electric moves. And the robots are all the same for each wave. Like, for example, the 4 big robots all have weakness for Psychic and Curse. Unless you have a Curse move on Joker, you will be struggling really hard on this boss. And that's the problem. Without a variety of robots, a full round of baton passes is nearly impossible. It doesn't even help that you're on a time limit. If you fail to kill all the robots in 2 moves, they'll either blow up in your face or run away. That wouldn't be so bad if they didn't respawn. Yeah, if you let one robot with minuscule amount of HP run away, the wave will repeat itself with all the robots at full HP ready to fight you again. meaning you can't even use Hifumi's ability to change teammates without wasting a turn and having a higher likely chance for the wave to repeat. He summons a big black robot next, which has no resistances but has a move called the Big Bang Order, which is basically concentrate, and that's when you should block and increase your defense to prepare for its next move. Big Bang Challenge. This move will deal heavy almighty damage that deals 2.5 times to all characters. There's probably a 95% chance that a teammate is dead to it. Once you defeat it, he'll send out his last defense, Cognitive Haru. She's weak, but she'll self-destruct when she's low, so just block. Now when he's defenseless, just smack him and it's over. This boss will be in a special place in my heart. I mean hell. Thank God Akechi killed that fucker.